Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, we will be talking about what 4D UVW mapping would look and be like. So first of all, what is UVW mapping? Well, if you have used Blender or any other modeling software for over 3 seconds, then you probably would have heard of UVW mapping. Basically, it is the mapping of textures on a polygon based on the coordinates of the polygon's points. Or in other words, the texture has the UVW coordinates of the polygon's points cut out, then the shape is warped to fit the polygon perfectly. Most of the time, only the U and V coordinates are ever used, since images only have 2 dimensions. But in some cases, the W coordinate is also used. They are used for volume textures, or basically a bunch of 2D textures stringed together, with each miniature 2D texture having a different W position. This string of images could technically be considered 3D, since 4D people also see in slices, except they are vertically stacked and each slice is a single 2-dimensional pixel instead of a whole image. So in 4D, normal textures would be in 3D, since 4D objects are comprised of 3D cubes. But what would the textures look like? Suppose you wanted to texture a 4D window. The window would look mostly the same as a 3D one, except it also has a bit of 4D depth, since otherwise it would have 0 thickness. The textures of the 4 cubes surrounding the glass, or the window frame, would be a line of many solid white slices. It would just look like a white line, because all the slices are the same color. Then, the 2 other cubes would be a 2x1 grid of white lines. The textures would simply be a bunch of the same grid stacked together into a line. Assuming that each cube of the window has no 4D depth, just like how each face of a cube has no 3D depth, then the 4D person would only be able to see the window texture in a single slice of their vision. This is because 4D people see in basically a volume textured version of everything in front of them. There are many slices of a 2D image, each with a different Z coordinate. Each 2D image is actually a 2D projection of a 3D world, except the Z is switched with the W dimension. Or in other words, in each 2D slice, the 4D person is seeing basically a computer screen displaying a 3D world, except instead of the depth being Z, it is W. This makes it so that when the 4D person views a 3D world from a certain 4D angle, it will see nothing, since there is no 4D depth to the world. But this does not allow the 4D person to see through 4D objects. So when the person views the 4D window, he will see several slices of the window coming closer, then several slices of the inside of the 2x1 white line grid, then the other side of the window coming closer for several slices, then several slices of the other side's 2x1 white line grid. Basically, he will see different views of a world with the axes of X and W, with different Z coordinates for each slice. Hopefully this video helped you understand what 4D textures would look like more, and hopefully someone could code this, because I am not about to spend 100 hours on another Scratch project. Bye.